Thank you for watching this video. This is coming from my concern about the newly quote-unquote released Abu Dhabi investigation report today. I've been concerned ever since this quote-unquote report is released. So I've been reading a lot, and I wanted to share an article that was written by a guy named Adam Cooper. And he says this: the unexpected question the FIA Abu Dhabi F1 report does not address, he says the following: the FIA's report into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix controversy has been published, and the unexpected question it triggers is, why did Formula One race director Michael Masi lose his job? If you read the report, I think it's a very apropos question. Why did the guy lose his job? Because in the report, nowhere does it say Michael Masi did anything wrong. Nowhere. It spends a lot of time, talking about Charlie Whiting's experience starting from 1997. Charlie Whiting's love and passion for the sport, his total commitment to the sport. And that unfortunately, Charlie Whiting dies in 2019 and Masi was handed the job. And that if you look at the report, it then try to justify why Masi was so overworked. He talked about Masi's accountability, responsibilities of him having to travel to new tracks or even existing tracks to inspect them from country to country prior to races, just to make sure they meet the standard. It absolutely shows that the team principal have as much responsibility in adding more unneeded pressure to Michael Masi. But nowhere does it conclude anywhere that Michael Masi did anything wrong. Then why did Michael Masi lose his job? I'm going to give you his summary, then I'll tell you what I believe. He summarizes by saying this: there's nothing in the report that says Michael Masi screwed up, made a mistake, or did anything unexpected. And this, as noted, was without him being allowed to defend himself and provide extra context on why he did what he did that fateful night in Abu Dhabi. Michael Masi was never in the report sat with and asked, why did you do what you've done? Michael Masi, if you never asked that one question to the guy that we say was accountable for making that decision, Michael Masi made that call. It was live on TV. Yet Michael Masi, in the report, nowhere does it show that he was asked why he made such a decision. And according to the FIA, he didn't do anything wrong. So very founded rumors are going around saying this: Michael Masi is currently seeking legal advice against Formula One and the FIA. And it makes perfect sense. If Michael Masi didn't do anything wrong and yet lost his job, he has all due right to sue. And what's going to happen without a doubt is with certainty that Michael Masi will be compensated again. It's going to be settled out of court. Who pays for it? You and I, fans, get screwed again. This organization is what I define as clown show. The clown show continues. This is terrible, because if you're a fan, like many of you are, that's been watching this sport for so long, longer than I have, and I've only been watching since 1997, you wait for the day they choose to release a report, the same day, maybe an hour or two before the qualifying. Why? Is that by accident? No way is it by accident. It's by design, as we all know, so the report gets under the rug and never be talked about again. We talk about Leclerc pole position instead of Masi's report. It's unbelievable that the FIA somehow thinks that that report, the release report, is a justification of what took place at Abu Dhabi. I can't tell you how to feel, but how I feel is that I don't know. Many been going around. Some of them say they'll never watch Formula One again. I'm too much of a diehard that I couldn't wait for the season opener today, and I can't wait for tomorrow's race. For that reason, I couldn't wait to watch it, and mainly because of Lewis Hamilton, because he's an exemplary human being and the best ever. So for that, I decided to watch the race. What is your opinion? Would love to hear. Thank you for watching. I think this is an insult. It's more like adding salt to the wound than deciding than anything less. I want to add this before I conclude. Here's Mohammed bin Sulayem, whom he was elected as the candidate of change. Do you guys honestly say you've seen change? The only change I see between Mohammed bin Sulayem and Jean Todt is the change in name. At least in 2019, Jean Todt said publicly this report will not be made public, the Ferrari report, and it wasn't. Those who couldn't deal with it, yet Formula One lived on. At least he was honest, and he made that clear. Yet Mohammed bin Sulayem, who was elected as the candidate of change, has done exactly the same. This is not a report with any truth, not in my opinion. This is a band-aid on a wound that is never going to heal. It requires a whole lot more than a band-aid. Thank you for watching. I would love to know what you think. Good evening.